I'm being joined at this point by Miss Kiran Bedi, somebody who requires no introduction. Thank you so much for your time, Miss Bedi. Miss Bedi, my first question to you, before even I color any of the statements made by Miss Anandiben, a very simple question. How do you look at this statement?
It's an outdated statement. To my mind, if she said it and she's not clarified the reasons and the context, why she said it, this is certainly her personal view, and she has a right to her personal view. We should respect that. But it's outdated. It's no more relevant. Today, women are being educated to become self-reliant and to be equal participants in the growth trajectory of India. So therefore, it's truly outdated, and it's not in tune with the policies even of the government.
You know what, Ms. Bedi, what's surprising at some level is Anandiben herself is an achiever at so many levels. From being a principal to being a cabinet minister to being the first woman chief minister of Gujarat, as it were. Now, you know, it was important that I get somebody like you, and I'm glad you came ahead and you're speaking to us, because these are very important words coming out from a woman who is very accomplished in all senses, and she's addressing parents, she's addressing young girls, and she's talking about so many things, including what's the role of a mother to groom her daughter ताकि उसे किसी तरीके की problems ना आए अपने ससुराल में. How do you look at
ये
that?
सिर्फ औरत के लिए नहीं होनी चाहिए थी. अगर स्टेटमेंट देती तो ये दे सकती थी कि जब आप पेरेंट्स बने तो दोनों जने पेरेंट्स बने तो दोनों जने जिम्मेवारी निभाएं. दोनों जने जिम्मेवारी के लिए तैयार हों तो पेरेंट्स बने, नहीं तो मत बने. आई थिंक ये अगर मैसेज देते कि लड़के हो या लड़की, अगर आप पेरेंटिंग बन रहे हैं तो दोनों जने क्या अपनी जिम्मेवारी निभाने के काबिल हो और तैयार हो तो फिर बनो, नहीं तो नहीं बनो. ये क्यों नहीं बोलती? Why जज दोनों को ट्रीटमेंट क्यों नहीं इक्वल देती? Why single out the woman? This is exactly the problem. The why are women not it? Most of the women are not at work is because of the dual responsibility they have and they sacrifice their work to manage the house, become homemakers. So I think ये contrary to the policy. And as governors, remember, they are chancellors. Governors are chancellors of the universities. So अगर as a chancellor of the university वो ये कहें तो ये मैसेज वो नहीं जा रहा जो हमारी एजुकेशन अब देने की कोशिश कर रहा है. और आज तो सरकार देश को जरूरत ये है कि हर महिला भी कामकाजी बने और अपना हिस्सा निभाए इकोनॉमिक और सोशल डेवलपमेंट में.
Ma'am, you know, I'm a mother, you're a mother, and there's one thing that struck me. What is an expert mother anyway?
I think an expert mother would be one who knows how to handle her home. And first of all, she chooses a home, and then she knows how to time manage and her energy at home. Expert mother would be one who knows how to generate her own energy and then invest the energy and also take self-care, and that group the parents' children in such a way that she also involves a father in this. She also involves an extended family in supporting the growth of the children.
You know, ma'am, one of the things when you hear what she's saying, whatever her intention is, and you know, as a feminist, I think I very strongly believe in not taking down women or anybody for that matter. But we also need to call out what needs to be called out, and that's exactly what you're as well. You're doing as well. It's important at one layer to just try and look at what Ms. Anandiben Patel has said. One, to say that be a teacher, be an IS officer, be an expert mother, you must know how the food at home is cooked. You know, I'm trying to understand this. Is it about if everything else falls apart, you should be able to handle things at home? Is that what it is? But even if that is what it is, that's again putting the weight of everything on one gender, on not just one gender, on one member of the family, the mother.
This was an opportunity for her to say that cooking is essential to become self-reliant and have nutrition, but it should be a family responsibility. Who has the time to cook? Who has the capability of cooking? And it is that not, and that it should be gender neutral. If the man has time to cook and he comes back earlier, he learns to cook. If the woman comes back earlier and she has the time to and energy to cook, she cooks. It is not gender specific anymore, because when both are working, and even if only one is working, even then, cooking is not her sole responsibility. It can be, it chooses to be, she can even outsource it. So I think that is where the message has gone wrong. The message could have been cooking is an essential skill. In fact, everybody should know how to cook nutritious food. Now it says everybody, which means men, fathers, and mothers. And that everybody should pull in to have nutritious food at home. And so should children be participants in helping the parents to cook, not mummy to cook, parents to cook. So I think that's a larger response. Here was an opportunity for her as a chancellor and as governor to send a message to families, to say cooking is essential so that you don't eat unhealthy food from outside, but cooking is a family responsibility, not only of a woman.
I think that's very important. Ma'am, you know, while we are, of course, talking about what has been said, I would also just want to ask you something personal, and that is a lot of people are listening to you. How would you take something out of your life and share something that would be a strong messaging?
Look, cooking is an essential quality. I think I'm telling you, we must learn, but we must learn to cook when we are in school, whether it's boys and girls. We must learn to cook, whether it's a girl or it's a boy, because cooking, everybody needs it. Everybody wants nutritious food. The problem is that we've relegated it to one gender, which is not right. We have excluded the boys from learn cooking. We must learn. We means girls and boys together schools could have this as a literally as a professional skill, because some cooking will lead to hospitality professions. It's a skill. So I think cooking is a very important personal skill, and it should not be relegated only to a woman. It's a family skill which families must learn to do jointly, and that's my personal getaway, that it should be a skill which family members should have.
Ma'am, I just wanted to ask you, you know, another aspect of what Anandiben Patel said, and that is, what's the job of mothers? The job of mothers is to groom their daughters.
Absolutely. The job of a mother is have the capability of mothering. She needs to have time and the energy, because every child takes a lot of energy from a parent, mother or a father, and certainly from a mother, because the child is certainly closer to the mother, certainly closer. There's no doubt about it. But the mother should have the capability, the capacity, the energy, and the support system to take care of the child. So I think a mother. Now, another message is a woman should choose to be a mother only if she's confident that she can groom the child for a wonderful life for tomorrow, and that equally shared responsibility. That is where a woman must take a decision. Then when she chooses to be a parent, that she's equally supported financially and energy-wise, time-wise, that the child can grow with the strength of both. I think it's unfair to be leaving it only to the mother. If it's a PTA, both should go, whoever has the time. If it's cooking, both father and mother should go. So a good mother would be son, make sure that the family takes equal responsibility in grooming the child holistically.
You know, ma'am, you of course entered a whole lot of bastions, including becoming an IPS officer at a time when it was really a male bastion for that matter. Over the period of time that you have been in public service, have you seen this mindset across sectors, across people, and particularly not just men? It's also about women. it's not about men and patriarchy, it's also about women and patriarchy, a mindset.
It's changing, but changing still slowly. But it's changing. It is changing, but it's changing very slowly. And to fast forward it, it must be a family attitude, family approach, family perspective, men and women together. And for that, grooming and training has to come from the school time itself. School time plays a very important role. What kind of messages the teacher gives, what kind of messages the grandparents give is very, very important.
Right. Ma'am, a last question. I mean, look at the contribution of women across our country, across the world for that matter, but let's just look at India, whether it be space, whether it be armed forces, whether it be teachers, whether it be women who are working at our homes and keeping and helping us to go out while they are earning for their families, women like you and so many more. Is this a disservice to them? Taking, every time a woman takes 10 steps forward, a statement like this could push somebody 15 steps back.
Look, a woman must decide her own life herself. She must choose to be a mother. She should not be compelled and coerced to be a mother. First of all, it has to be her conscious decision to be a mother. And what it takes to be a mother, because it affects her hugely, biologically, mentally, physiologically, psychologically. It is a very heavy cost it takes on a woman's body. Therefore, she must choose to be a mother and to make sure that she is equally supported. And that should be a pre-decision. She should not blindly get into this because that's being unfair to her. Self-care for a woman also is very, very critical. So I think these are now choices, educated choices, conscious choices for women now to decide when they want to be, when and why they want to be a mother and how and what kind of support systems they have. This is being fair to the child as well. Even grandparents have to be involved. Close relatives have to be involved. It's now a whole village which it needs to be grooming a child, not just a woman. So it's a mother and father, grandparents, if possible, together. Otherwise, caregiving, care providing. And she could afford caregiving. And that's where social systems, social institutions also play a role. Employers also play a very important role in relieving. Otherwise, many women will choose not to be mothers because they'll realize that they can't afford psychologically, physiologically, biologically, financially. I think that's the price society will pay if they don't take care of these needs of a woman.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I can see you look at your watch again and again, and I get a sense that you're getting late. Thank you so much.
Because it's boarding now.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.